everyone, it's Hairyfrankfurt. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to go keto. If you have absolutely no idea what keto is, let me begin by letting you know that a keto diet is 70% fat, 25% protein and 5% carbs. I prefer to go by the percentages because it kind of allows for more wiggle room, and if you are a much larger person with a much larger need for caloric intake, then you still can maintain a keto diet with more than 20 grams of carbs. I'm pretty sure that is generally the limit though. 20 grams of carbs per day, no more than that, is how you stay in ketosis. Ketosis is a state of using fat for fuel. The body currently, if you are not in ketosis, will be using glycogen as its fuel, its energy source, and that basically means that you require carbohydrates to fuel your body. Now, why on earth would a person change their entire body's fuel system from glycogen and sugar and carbs to fat? Well, good question. The reasons I did it is because there have been a few studies that have shown that high carb intake and Alzheimer's may be linked, and there is Alzheimer's in my family and it is not a pretty disease. But then again, neither is cancer, neither is diabetes, neither is any of the other lifestyle illnesses. I'm not saying that cancer is a lifestyle illness, I'm saying that high carb intake has been linked to cancer in some cases. Don't come for me, I've had family members die of cancer too. The other thing is that insulin resistance is a massive contributing factor to weight gain or gaining weight in the wrong areas. For instance, your stomach, which is very bad for your health in multiple different circumstances. Another few reasons why you might want to go from a carb burning state to a fat fueled state. Fat is low GI, meaning that the energy release is much slower, much longer, you feel fuller longer, and you feel well satiated on smaller amounts of food. Good tip, brain is actually made of cholesterol and fat. So if you like your brain, maybe you might want to be eating fat to keep it nice and lubricated. And all of the cells in your body are actually coated in fat and require fat for healthy communication between cells. Now this is getting really fucking nerdy and I understand that, but I guess the main thing I'm getting at here is that fat is essential to healthy cell function, healthy brain function, good gut health. High fat consumption is linked to lower insulin resistance, which can mean lower instances of diabetes. The moral of the story is being fat fueled is amazing for a lot of reasons, and I will link to a YouTuber, Healthful Pursuit. She is actually an incredible nutritionist here on YouTube who is fat fueled herself, and I will leave links down below in the description to all of the sources that kind of break down some of the health benefits of being fat fueled. Now we get to the nitty gritty of, but how? So you know what keto is, you know why you should go keto. How do you go keto? First of all, cut carbs. That should go without saying. It is the key to any major diet, is to cut out at least processed carbs. So things like sugary drinks, cakes, chips, fast food in general, anything that comes in a packet, you don't want it. These are the easier things to cut out of your life. If you go to order food out, asking for the meat and perhaps the vegetables depending on what they are, and not the rice or the pasta that it may come with, or just eating the, like for instance, I had chicken katsudon the other day, and yes, I know there's definitely sugar in the teriyaki sauce, but whatever. The trick is just eat the meat and the proteins and the fats on their own without any carbs. Other things that you're gonna need to cut out would be protein shakes, because protein actually becomes glycogen as soon as it hits your body, and then it requires an insulin response, which can lead to insulin resistance, etc, etc. See back to the why earlier in this video. Protein basically just becomes sugar in the bloodstream, so kind of leaving that to 20%-ish is best, I personally think, and having your fats at 70 to 80%. Some of the things that you want to start eating right now would be cheese, eggs, cream, butter, by the way, amazing omelette, that's the recipe. Add some nuts to your diet. Add some cured meats. I know cured meats are one of those things that a lot of people say keep in moderation, and I will agree with that. For a lot of times you do want to keep cured meats in moderation because sometimes they use cereals to bind them, etc, etc. That's another thing for another video. Add some more oils to your diet. Add cream to your coffee instead of milk. Swapping things you already eat for things that have a higher fat calorie content is an easy way to do this, but the main thing I want to get across is if you can cut carbs carbs, that is the first step. Keeping your diet to simply meats and oils and eggs. The vegetables you want to eat would be things like cucumber or celery, or cabbage is kind of allowed, broccoli and cauliflower. Those things are fine with some kind of cream attached or mayonnaise. Mayonnaise without the sugar if you can. It's fucking hard to find in Australia. Just kind of eating meat and cream and cheese and eggs and those vegetables. Cut fruit, simple as that. Change milk for cream, simple as that. You don't like carbs. The thing that I really hate is when people are like, but I'd miss insert name of food. And I thought so too. I really thought that once you cut carbs, you'd be like, but what about my fruit or my cereal or my blah blah blah. My mom had the exact same problem. She was freaking out that she would miss foods, that she'd be coming from a place of lack. And you're not, trust me. Cravings actually come from spiking your blood sugar. You don't do that when you're not eating sugar. It's as simple as that. So yes, for the first couple of days you may have a bit of a fog, you may feel really sluggish because your body is not used to using fat for fuel and it's using up the last of its glycogen stores. Once you have transitioned fully to a state of ketosis, and you can do pee tests for this, the main thing is you'll notice that you have energy and you're, you know, not feeling as sluggish and weird, you don't have brain fog and you don't feel spaced out. You will know that you are being fat fueled. And then you just stop craving carbs. It's pretty fucking easy. It's not as hard as people think it is, and it's so much more beneficial. Some of the benefits include the fact that once your body is using fat for fuel, it will use your fat for fuel as well. You get hungry and your body's like, oh, I know what to do with all of these lipids that we have sitting on our skin, and it does, and it works. Like, science. If you want to see what groceries I purchase on the regular, then you can check out the rest of my keto grocery videos over here, or you can just watch the whole playlist. If you have any more questions about things in the keto diet and how to kind of get through it, leave them in the comments down below. I do have my full set 3 and 4 in fitness. All of the resources to this sort of statements that I've made in this video are in the description. I think I covered everything, and I hope I did because my battery's about to die. You guys will see me in the next one, so make sure you subscribe. Okay, bye!